All right. Well, good morning, replayers. Welcome to another rousing edition of Replay the Past. My name's Eric, and today I know that on Tuesday's broadcast I said that Trojan was the game, but I was wrong. I think that's coming up a little bit later. Captain Skyhawk. Captain Skyhawk is going to be the game today. Now, I gave it a quick run through, and I really got to say that this game looks tremendously like if Zaxxon met River Raid from the old 2600 or 7800, whichever system it was on. But yeah, it's very geometry based. It's a fighter jet, space jet, shoot 'em game, traveling through canyons and an alien invasion and some regular stuff like that. So we're just going to go ahead and kick into it here. Let me go ahead and switch over and we can enjoy the game together. And please remember to like and subscribe. All of the social media is in the screen or in the box right below me. Please stop by and say hi. Let's get it over. One of the first things that I find really interesting about this is that there is it's a really neat Captain Skyhawk title screen. Milton Bradley, of all people, produced this game, but the title screen is really neat. But then it gives you today's greatest heroes, and there's no battery save. There's no, this isn't anything special. It's just that was somebody's. It wasn't even somebody's. There's no way that anybody scored like 0, on the dot. So the attempt to make this look like an arcade style game, it's cute, but I do have to say that the Captain Skyhawk graphic is pretty neat. So let me just put on my headphones here and we'll go right in. Again, another great graphic. They seem to be missing audio. One moment. All right, I'm gonna have to try and reset the game here. One moment. All right. Well, for some reason the audio is not coming through, so I'm just gonna go ahead and see if I can. Bring it up through there. It's always one thing or another, isn't it? Okay. Let's just see what kind of audio we can get here. Well, that's not very loud at all. I mean, as far as first levels go, this is pretty... It seems kind of simple. Nothing is set up today. Nothing is working right. I will say this, the controls are definitely a little awkward. I can dive and climb. I know that I can slow down and speed up. The problem is that I'm running off of a... Oh, looks like a boss fight. Well, as far as level 1s go, that seemed pretty simple. But I know that I'm running a modded NES, so if I try and do things like the barrel rolls, which are those barrel rolls, which are left and select right, I know that it's going to bring up my submenus. There's no light way to do this. When you turn, it's kind of an all or nothing. So, I know this game has 8 levels. And this would be the end of level 1. But as you can see, if I just tap up, it's an all or nothing. Everything seems to be off today, both the volume as well as... Oh, God. Yeah, everything seems to be recording really high today. One, two. That's a little better. Alright, we'll see if that comes in any better here. Alright. As you can see through playing through the first level, I didn't exactly use any of the bombs or missiles or anything like that. I don't think I'm going to. Now it looks like I'm supposed to deliver packages. Let's get into that now. Whoa. Whoa. Well, looks like I missed the first delivery. Oh, it looped me back to the beginning. So those are the only 2 drop points, and because I missed the first one, I get to play the level again. All right. I don't know what that was about. Did I get hit? Whoa. They're shooting at me this time. I'm not sure what this times 100 part thing is for, where that actually counts. Is that good enough, you think? Let's see. Sorry, gotta check one thing really quick. All right. Sorry, I was just checking my streaming quality to make sure that everything was looking good. That's I think I'm lined up. I'm gonna go ahead and try and dock. All right, all's well that ends well. All right, level 3. Here we go. Oh. He is very persistent. I'm not sure if because this is blue, this is supposed to be over water. Now that wasn't fair. Oh, well, that's interesting. All right, so there we are. Let me see if I can. This no audio thing is really bugging me. Alright, so I didn't continue in time. That's my mistake. Let's give it another go, though. It's Thursdays are about just trying to figure out the mechanics of the game anyway, and I'll tell you, these mechanics are awkward. On the bottom of the screen here, it looks like we have, on the left side we have an altimeter. I'm guessing the power is how fast I'm going. The 1965, I'm not sure what that is supposed to be, if that is maybe the digital representation of my speed. And there's a cat in the picture. Dexter. There's no finesse with these controls. So, I had 26 credits this time, whereas last time I came through I had 25, so that makes me think that the number of fighters that I kill determines the number of credits that I get here, but as I'm only really working to upgrade my cannon, I don't know if that upgrades the power or if it's just the speed, so that when you hold it down, it does an auto-fire, but it's really not that fast anyway. I'll just keep going through that way. Maybe this time I can get the yeah, so this is the rate it is just by holding it down. So the aliens have invaded Earth. This must be Egypt then. That is the only place where a Sphinx exists, and apparently they shooting it. That was pure luck. I'm really glad they only come in 2. This would get a lot more difficult if they came in more than that. Alright, and just like that, I'm back to level 3. As soon as I dock, of course. Every time it looks like it's just gonna clip or something, but I guess it's not that specific. Alright, so off to mission 3. I'll continue this time if I die, but I think I've only died once so far, which is... I guess I'm just getting better at this game. That's the idea, right? Oh my god. Oh, I like that. Yeah, that upgraded cannon is real nice. I'm digging it. And I get an extra life. Alright, so all of the weapons are maxed out at this point. Now I know that with the bombs and the missiles, those are something I can keep buying each time, but I'm not really using them, and here I go into stage 4. Once I complete this, I'll be halfway through the game. I got 1 life. I think I got 2 continues. Hopefully, I don't know if the... oh, how do I pick up the scientist? Oh no, this is water. Okay. Oh good, it stays. My guess is that I will have to dive to pick up the scientist, or something along those lines. Now see, that this really feels like River Raid. I guess the smart thing to do would be to try to avoid those guys altogether, so I don't have to dodge bullets, but... oh wow. Well, okay. Definitely more difficult. First half, there's a secret weapon installed. Secret weapon against the aliens that invaded Earth. Whoa, now they're shooting from behind. It doesn't seem that I did that well that time, but you know, making it through the game is the most important part right now. That's good alignment. Maybe I should start using those. Alright, halfway through the game, and we're going back to destroying the enemy base. At least on this one, there's no planes that are trying to come from behind me or floating very slowly. Oh. Moving right along. We got 20 minutes left. 3 more levels. 6, 7, 8. More supplies. I can do this. I feel good about this. Well, back to Africa. They only seem to fire right when I'm right in front of them, so as long as I don't stay in front of them for very long, I should be okay, right? It was closed. Good thing I have a seemingly unlimited supply of supplies to drop. Oh my god. What the hell? Alright, let's breathe for a second. Okay. Each time I pass, it's a little more dangerous. Yeah, each time I pass, it's just going to be a little more dangerous. Well, not dangerous, but it's just more chance to fail. Two. I missed 2 planes that time. See, and that never gets harder. It get faster. I mean, it shouldn't. Docking with your space station shouldn't be any more difficult the first time than the last time. If anything, it should be easier as you get more experience points, or get more experience doing it. No experience points. So I'm not sure what's going on there, but just to continue to do it is more of an annoyance, really. I guess the play of the game is you do the mission, and you're flying back to your space station, then you're docking with your space station. Does that make sense? This is 8, right? This is the last one. This is the end of the game. Oh, nope, sorry, my bad. 7. this and the one like it before might be the hardest level. And it's because of that guy. Right at the end. Oh. Oh, wow. Wow, that's tough. This is tough. And maybe on my last continue. What? Oh, well, now that's disappointing. What the hell happened there? Well, that's sort of I guess my cue to leave anyway. Oh my god, that was so annoying. That. Well, I can say that next Tuesday, I will definitely make it to the end of the game. I feel like I got a lot of practice here. Depending on what happens, I'm going to get a couple more games in between now and then. If I finish with a full recording, I may just post that and move on to the next game. That was disheartening, to say the least. But I do want to thank you for watching. Captain Skyhawk, not a bad game. The first few levels seem relatively easy. I think it's probably that the complexity of the game doesn't really start kicking in until level 4, or once you get to the second half of the game. After you, because it looks like the first half and the second half of the game are the same levels, the same objectives, and the same goals, but the difficulty gets a little more. The missiles from behind, that one floating guy that just makes it very hard to kill. So with him, anyway, but it does seem rather I don't want to say redundant, but it looks like that's the style of the game. I understand there's only 8 levels, which means that after I rescue the second scientist, that's probably the end of the game. With a maxed out cannon, it decreases the difficulty significantly, except that possibly it hides the enemy fire, or the enemy shooting at me. It hides it in my own bullets, and that's not good. But I do want to thank you for being here, and make sure you stop by Facebook or Twitter and send me leave a comment or send me a direct message if you have any questions, comments, or want to suggest a game. You're watching here on Twitch or on YouTube, so thank you. I do appreciate that. Make sure you like and subscribe and follow and friend on YouTube, especially on YouTube, because you'll get the notifications of when new videos post, both the live videos as well as the playthroughs. That's where they're going to end up for now, unless Twitch starts letting me store videos there. But they changed that right when I started streaming a couple months ago, so no big deal there. But yeah, all the social media is going to be right here below me. And thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it.